Hi, I'm Paulina Porizkova and I'm here with Harper's Bazaar UK to share with you what's in my makeup bag, because beauty bag is what I have under my eyes. All right, so I'm going to share with you. This is very exciting. Nobody has ever, no, actually people have asked me about my makeup bags before, but now I really get to share with you. So, in no specific order, okay? The thing that really sticks out the most is a fan. A menopausal woman's best friend. Trust me on this. Can't leave the house without it. And to go with my menopausal fan is a mist, the Laura Geller, I think it's called the Spackle Mist. And let me tell you, it smells like a vacation. And that together with a fan, watch out, hot flashes. My approach to beauty over time has changed quite radically. I mean, I suppose when I was younger, I thought that beauty was that sort of immediate impact, which, the shiny, immediate surface that now I think of more as pretty. And beauty can almost be ugly. Beauty is something that can wound you. It's something that touches you. And so I think as an older woman, I see a lot more beauty around me than I used to. I think with time, my idea of beauty has evolved into encompassing a much, much bigger range and a much bigger world. There's so many beautiful things. In fact, if you care to look and if you take your time and have patience, there's literally beauty in everything, and it's quite magical. My personal beauty philosophy is, I believe that, I know this is going to sound kind of cliched and tired, I'm sorry, but I believe everyone is beautiful. You just have to find the most beautiful bits of yourself and showcase them. And of course, look, beauty's on the inside, right? That's a cliche, beauty's on the inside, but it's also true. But everyone is also beautiful outside. You just have to find it and insist on it. Insist that other people see what your beauty is. That's it. Oh, because my face needs more toning. Gua sha. Now, weird name. I think everybody knows what a gua sha is today. I'm not sure that I entirely know how to use it, but I use it to where it feels good. I figure that's good enough. Under the eyes, in the wrinkles. This stuff is great. I think this is called a Zeep, spelled Z-I-I-P. And it's a little macrocurrent, nanocurrent little device. And you put it on with this gel. You put this gel on first, all over your face, and then you nanocurrent and microcurrent away to lift and tone your face, it says. I believe it. I think my face is so much more toned now than it used to be. Advanced night repair serum. Every night, every day, every morning, in between, whatever. Awesome stuff. Obviously, my career was about pulchritude. It was about looking good, but it was about looking good as almost an object, as something to treasure and put on the shelf, something to take photos of and paint, and something to sell you other things. You like the way this object looks? Well, you can purchase the lacquer to make you look like this. And so I think my approach to beauty was initially rather stuck. It was kind of one-sided. In some ways that I placed too much value on just the shiny outside. And at the same time, and that's the odd thing, is that I knew how shallow it was. Because by being seen as a beautiful object, nobody cared to look any further than the outside. And so at the same time as that outside was so incredibly important, because without it, I wouldn't have a job. Without it, I wouldn't have any money. I wouldn't have a place to live. The internal beauty, the person I was, the character that I had was completely unnoticed. And so I think it gave me a sort of awareness that beauty, that real beauty, you have to almost hear more than you see. Do I have a signature Paulina beauty look? If you know what a signature Paulina beauty look is, could you please let me know? Because I'm still looking for one. I mean, see, there was one. There was a signature Paulina beauty look, back in 1984 when I had a very specific haircut. I had the bangs, I had a super long hair, the square jaw, and the slight pout because my teeth were funny, so I could never show them. I guess that's my signature look, but that's kind of dated. It's kind of 80s. Now I would say signature look, boring. Life is short. Experiment. Have a different signature look every day. That's so much more fun. Okay. All the time. I know this is a lot of Estée Lauder stuff. You might be thinking, she's selling us Estée Lauder. Well, the fact is I am, because I am their ambassador. And when I joined the company, I threw away all my other makeup so that I only have Lauder makeup, because that is what I'm supposed to be using, and it's also what I want to be able to talk honestly about. So I know all these things inside and out. Love this. This one is called the Futurist Peptide Power Serum Primer. So it's technically a primer. It goes on before you put on your makeup base, but I actually put it on during the day, like throughout the day, to refresh my skin, to make it a little plumper and a little more moist. When your makeup settles in and starts looking kind of spackly. This stuff, just put it a little on your fingertips, tap it in, and you're good to go. And so I'll probably use it like 3 or 4 times a day, to be honest. So this one is in my bag like permanently, like I have to glue it into my bag. One of my favorite products, the one that I wear almost daily, is the Futurist Skin Tint Serum. This is good for your skin. It's got SPF in it, and it doesn't have a lot of coverage, so it sort of blends it's very transparent and makes your skin look like skin. So I love this stuff. The one thing beauty-wise that makes me feel instantly made up would be blush, because I tend to be sort of sallow and I have a large face. There's a lot of space on my face. And so if I don't want to do anything else, I just dab on a little bit of lipstick or a little bit of blush on my cheeks, and then I feel like, okay, I look better. Oh, my favorite lipstick, Estée Lauder, surprise. And also my favorite number, 330. I'm a big number 3 fan. And it's a really bright red, fire engine red. I'm an Aries, so I'm supposed to like red. And I do. I like red. This stuff is great both on my lips, and sometimes I put it on my cheeks because it gives like a very bonne mine, as they say in France. It means, I was going to say well used. I don't think it means well used. This stuff is great. I apologize. It's Estée Lauder again. Oops. Futurist under eye cover. Under eye covers are really tricky. By the time this comes out, I'm 60. So I'm 60, and for 60-year-olds, under eye covers is kind of an issue. Like, you have to make sure it's not too cakey, that it doesn't, accentuate your wrinkles and all of that stuff. This stuff is fabulous. It doesn't settle in. It sort of lightens. It stays really well. Very fond of this one. This is a great product. I love cosmetics. I have always loved cosmetics. I find that colors and textures, it's like candy. It's like I get to play. I suppose I like being able to change it's not to change my character. It's to highlight certain aspects of me that I like on a certain day. To me, cosmetics allow me to do that. Like, if I'm in a bold and bright mood, I will put on my 330 bright red lips, and it draws attention. And if I want to feel sort of healthy and glowy, then I love blush. It's a game for grown-ups. You can put on as much as you want on your face, and what's the worst that's gonna happen? That you don't like the way you look, and guess what? You can just take it off. I mean, how great is that? There's no, you can't go wrong. And that's sort of the wonderful thing about cosmetics, is that you can't go wrong. It will all wash off. Of course, for perfume, Erin, you did a good one. This one is Amber Musk. Depending on location or event, I like to change my scents up, because then when I spray it on, it's like being instantly transported into that memory. It's like stepping into a time machine with scent. So it's really fun to have a lot of them, is what I'm saying. This is my current one. Sam Ignite, I love him as a man and I love his products. Now this one is a modern hairspray, which of course, you know, one always needs hairspray. But the one I really like is Lazy Girl, because I'm a lazy girl. I don't like to wash my hair. I wash it about once a week, and in between, lazy girl. The best hair tip I've ever gotten was actually probably from Sam Ignite, which was don't wash your hair too often. And of course, as models, one has to wash their hair every day. Not so great for your hair. I try not to wash it for as long as I can. I don't even dare to say how long I can go without washing my hair. But the cool thing is that the less you wash it, the less you need to wash it. Just a fact. The more you wash it, the oilier it's gonna get. So be like me and go 2 weeks without. Oh, oops. I think when I was young, self-care meant, having facials and things that I disdained because I didn't have the time for it. And when I was a mom, it was just time. Plus, give me 5 minutes in the bathroom. That's self-care. And now at 60, self-care is more about, I guess, health, because, the clock is ticking a little bit louder every day. And so self-care is allow me to live as long as I can comfortably in this body. So it's taking care of this shell, of this body that I have now, and that that I don't get to exchange, really. So self-care is taking care of this so that it lasts longer. Revitalizing Supreme, pronounced Supreme. It may say Youth Power, which I'm not entirely fond of, so I just call it You Power. Just leave off the TH. It's You Power. So much better. Am I boring you yet with all my Estée Lauder stuff? Because I got more. Lip oil. Come on. I mean, who doesn't love a lip oil? A great lip oil. Plus, this is such a damn cute container. Love. This is like all the time, every day, lip oil. I have daily beauty rituals which are gonna annoy and bore you. It's called Estée Lauder. Well, let's see. In the morning I wake up and I put on my Supreme cream I like the one that has the SPF in it because SPF, right? Gotta do SPF. Throughout the day, a little bit of, all right, Geller, mist that smells like a vacation. Then, pretty much everything I've shown you. Plumping throughout the day. And then at night, I have the whole range of the advanced night repair system, and it has a cleanser, it has a makeup remover, it has, the serum, the cream. There's a big whole wide range, and I use it all religiously because it's expletive great. For, taking care of my outside shell besides my face, definitely exercise. I discovered exercise in my 40s. Until then, I was kind of like a roll with it sort of a girl. And I started exercising actually because I have very severe anxiety, and exercise helped me a bit with just my emotional state. So, and I used to do a lot of kickboxing, which was really fun until my hips gave out. And so now I don't do any of the stuff that's truly hard on your joints. I do weight training. I think we all know now if we have an Instagram account that you really should be doing weights. So I started doing weights, and I kind of enjoy it. It's a challenge. I like to see how heavy I can lift, of course, because I have to take on challenges. I like challenges. I like competition. I compete with my boyfriend, who's 6'7" and obviously a bit stronger, but not by much. And yes, I take vitamins. Vitamin D I believe in. I also do HRT. I take a multivitamin in the morning. My boyfriend calls it mud water. It looks like mud, it tastes like mud, but apparently it's better for you than mud. Oh, this one is easy. When do I feel most beautiful? When my boyfriend looks at me. Cheesy but true. So, I think that's it. That's my makeup bag. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I didn't bore you.